Hey guys, let's go ahead and see what is today's theme for today's collective. What is the theme for today's collective? So apparently there are still unspoken words. Let's see what they are. What does someone want to say in this collective? What does someone want to say in this collective? So many things remind me of you. Okay. Getting the nudge to do 3. I'm starting to understand our connection. And one more. We will be together again. Okay. All right. So today I felt that I wanted to use the Babylonian tarot. So let's go ahead and use that one when we start our reading. Let's see. Oh, by the way, guys, before I continue, I want to go ahead and make an announcement. Again, I made a whole post about this. If you're struggling to be able to tell what account is a scammer, which one is not, please go look at the post. Click on the name Artesana Divina and it'll take you to my homepage. The post will be one of the first ones I made today. Please go look at that to verify whether it's a scammer messaging you or me. Because first of all, I'm not going to message you guys. Unless you message me, that's how I reply. Apart from that, I will not be soliciting you for readings. And if you guys want to support what I do, please make sure to share, react, comment, send stars, donate, subscribe. All of those things help me to be able to live my dream, which is doing this. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. What is today's collective about? And please don't angry react because I'll ban you. All right, so we're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so we're starting off with the feeling of date. Oh, well, maybe there's a date coming up. Fate, destiny. I was trying to say destiny and fate at the same time. Somebody who's realizing that there are things that are aligned with us and things that are not, just naturally because of where we're going, what our purpose is. And maybe 5 of Wands, somebody was embattled with that and didn't really want that. And now they're curious. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups, Strength. And the Moon. Look at that. And the Tower. Oh, man. Okay. So I feel like initially, there was an alignment here, and I'm going to say it might have been romantic just because of how the cards came out. But somebody didn't want this alignment. They fought it. They did not want anything to do with who the universe is aligning them with. They might have emotionally, because this is cups, they might have walked away from this person or made it seem like they didn't want it. In reality, they were just holding back. But whoever it is that they were doing this with did not know that. It was hidden from that person. And now, whoever it was that was basically fighting destiny has had a realization. Has had a cosmic awakening. Let's just call it that. They've had a cosmic awakening. Let's put this card over here. Oh, wow. 10 of Wands. Okay, so you know what this feels like? When things are aligned, we're fated or we're destined to be at a certain place or with a certain person, things just seamlessly flow, right? When we go against that, it's like we're going an uphill and it's muddy and we're also carrying a boulder. It's going to be difficult as hell when we're going against certain things. And I think this is one of those moments where somebody was going against something that flowed naturally, and all it did was create a burden for them because they weren't supposed to fight it. Clarify 10 of Wands. Clarify 10 of Wands. So we've got the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Interesting. Ah, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, yeah. With the Lovers. So somebody here, I'm not sure if it was the Queen of Pentacles or if somebody aligned with the Queen of Pentacles. Either way, let's act like it's the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles met somebody where things just worked seamlessly. They made her so happy, but something about this happiness stressed her out. It made her worry. And you know what she did? She took off running in the other direction. But with the Ten of Wands being here, especially with this card here, she couldn't escape the connection. It doesn't matter where she went or who she was around. She couldn't stop thinking of this person. Everything reminded her of this person that she walked away from. So let's see. What else do we need to know? Nine of Pentacles. With Judgment. So now this Queen of Pentacles, and again, it could be same sex, because when I say she or he, I'm not referring to genders, I'm referring to energies. So far we've got a feminine energy who wants to bring something back. Oh yeah. So they walked away from someone, right? Now they're out in the cold. Now they feel abandoned, or they feel disconnected from the person they want to be connected to. And they may realize that the person they want to connect to is still single. Let's see. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Oof. Justice card. Strength. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups. Two of Wands. So, what a tangled web we weave. Because I feel like, again, whoever it is that's looking at this Nine of Pentacles is like, this is my person. This is my person. Took me time to see it. Now I see it. Justice card. They want to come in and make things right. They want to bring back balance between themselves and this Nine of Pentacles person. Because everything that they held back before, now it's like they couldn't stop it. It kept growing. Even if they held back, it kept growing. And now it's overflowing, and they're just like dying to tell this person everything that's gushing out of them, right? They might even get a little gushy, which is cute. I don't mean, never mind. You know what? I'm not even. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Because again, so many things remind me of you. Whoever it was that ran away, they couldn't run away. They could run away physically, but they couldn't really run away emotionally. They couldn't really run away mentally, energetically, until it got to the point where, if I could lift these, it got to the point where they said, you know what? I have to make a plan. I have to come back because this is driving me crazy. I need to let this person know I want to come back. I don't want to be out in the cold. I don't want to stop communicating with them. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm like, all right. What else do we need to know? Knight of Cups. Okay, so, oof, the Ten of Swords. Wow. All right, so this might change things a little bit. So it might have been the Queen of Pentacles that this person encountered. Not that she was the one that ran, but this person, and it makes sense because they're a little younger. They're a Knight of Cups. They're in full armor. You see them? They're wearing full armor. So they love the idea of love, but they're still scared of love. But they want to come in. This is what's cute. They want to come in like a knight in shining armor, riding a white horse. Oops. They are worried because this is over, right? I don't know how long it's been, but it's definitely been over, and they feel like this queen may not welcome them. So let's see. Clarify the Knight of Cups. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, Judgment. Clarify Knight of Cups. With the Wheel of Fortune. And the Two of Wands. You know what's really interesting is that with this card, I'm starting to understand our connection. I feel like this might have been a soulmate. This might have been a twin flame, whatever type of connection this was. I feel like this person might have not believed in that, or they did not believe this was that type of connection. And then time passed, they ended the connection, or somebody ended the connection. And as time passed, they realized, but this was the connection that I felt the most stability. It felt like home. And I want to bring this back because now I know. Now I know that we're fated. We're destined to be together. So now they're making plans. Okay. All right. Well, only time will tell if it'll work or not, right? Let's see. What else do we need to know? We've got the Four of Swords. With the Seven of Pentacles. There was a lot of thinking and waiting and thinking and waiting and waiting and thinking and thinking and waiting. With this Four of Swords, this person didn't take action because they were sitting here thinking, is this what I want? Does this make me happy? Is this something worth investing into? But they might have also delayed because maybe they needed healing. They needed to work on some stuff. And the universe was kind of like, hold on, not yet. Clarify Four of Swords. Clarify Four of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there might have been something here where this person really, King of Wands. So they might have been a little greedy in the past. And they needed to work on that because when it came to commitment, they show up as a page. Whereas this feminine has shown up as a Queen of Pentacles. So I don't think that they could really match her at the time. They wanted to. They're sitting here thinking this is definitely worth my investment. But see, the Ten of Pentacles isn't formed by magic. Oh, look, Seven of Pentacles again. The Ten of Pentacles isn't formed by magic. You just think you want it and it just happens. That's not how it works. You have to put in work. That's why the Seven of Pentacles is here twice. Think of, anything you want to harvest, whether it's a vegetable, a flower, a plant, it doesn't matter. You plant it, you have to nurture it. You have to watch it grow. You have to be patient. You have to keep investing energy. And eventually it leads to the 10. And I don't think this person knew how to do that. They show up as a page. Did they have the desire? Yes, they show up with the Chariot. But even if they showed up with the desire, they still couldn't match her. She shows up with 9 pentacles. She was almost at the 10 all by herself, and they were barely at 1. So that was definitely a misalignment of energy. Right person, wrong time. That's also why the Wheel of Fortune keeps coming up. Because now this person is certain, I could pick this up, that they are going to be with this person. Maybe not right now, because it has to do with divine timing. And they feel like, okay, I'm not ready right now, but as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to be at your door. One more for this roaming. They're like, as soon as I'm ready, we're getting married. Wow, 10 of Cups. I would think that they would have to talk to her about that first. But in their mind, they're like, no, I already know. I already know. Okay, clarify 4 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. The Lovers and the Empress with the Tower. So I don't know what they did, right? Because it's not telling us yet. Whatever it is that they did, though, they walked away from this connection. They either made it seem that they didn't want this connection. Oof. With the Devil? Yeah, now they're kind of obsessed with this. They either made it seem like they didn't want it, or it was whatever they did. Now it's a burden on them, because with the Tower, as soon as they understood that this is their Empress, that this is their lover, that their emotions are overflowing for this person, now they're like, fuck, what did I do? When this is everything they want. But again, divine timing is always at play. And if they weren't ready to match her, and if they had come together with her when they're still not ready for her, they would have destroyed it anyways. They would have sabotaged it. So everything happens for a reason. And I think that sometimes we forget that. And in this case, the reason is this person wasn't ready. So let's see. What else? 7 of Wands. See, I think this goes in 2 different ways. On one hand, at one time they did this to the Empress, right? They didn't want her nearby. And now she may be the one doing that to them. The World. Yeah, it's come full circle. It's not only come full circle, again, also represents a couple of things. On one hand, it's about putting an ending to whatever type of connection they had before and leveling up, like a video game, right? Taking this connection to a next level. But on the other hand, it's also about them growing up, because this is Saturn. Growing up, taking responsibility for themselves, knowing what they want and how to get there. Let's see. Clarify 7 of Wands. One more. Oof. Yeah. And the World card again. Okay, so these are good in the sense that the reason that there's a Dancer in these cards is because it represents success, right? Joy, celebration. But it also, if you think about dance, right? Dance is not something that we just step into, especially somebody who dances professionally. This is years and years of honing skills to where when they dance, they take you on a journey just with the way that they undulate their body, right? So that's Saturn type energy, because it's like, okay, at some point when these 2 people come together, they're going to look easy. It's going to look like their connection is just easy. It wasn't, though. It took time. It took investment. It took a lot of energy from both of them, because they both want this. But again, when you really want something, you put more pressure on it to work. You put more pressure on if it's going to turn out right. And at some point, they broke each other's heart. Because maybe initially this Knight of Cups broke the Empress's heart because they weren't ready. And now they might feel heartbroken because she won't let them in. She's pushing them away. But everything we do, every action causes a reaction. That's literally karma, right? So it's not like she's punishing them. It's just their actions are causing this reaction. But with the Tower, there's so much, there's so many realizations coming through to this person. There's understanding that they're getting now. Of course, that's why I'm starting to understand our connection came out, because it's like it came like an epiphany, like, wow, I had no clue. That's what this connection was about, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Ace of Cups. Well, I wonder what that means. Oh, Three of Cups. What's that? So Three of Cups could represent a couple of things. It could represent celebrations. It could represent spending time with friends. It could represent third party. Hopefully not. Let's see. Clarify Ace of Cups. Uh-oh. Clarify Ace of Cups. Uh-oh. Oh, bitch. What? Okay. Okay. So it is definitely giving us a little bit of a breakdown on why she is like this now. And she's just like, no, sir. I'm going to need you to back away. Three of Cups. They might have put her in competition with someone else. They might have made it seem like, well, you're one of my options. You're okay. You're all right. But I have other people. Of course, now they deeply regret that. Now they're in sorrow that they did that. Now they hate the fact that she won't talk to them, that she's shutting them out. But the Wheel of Fortune actually tells us this is exactly the way things had to go. And for that to happen, it means that this person could have had a lot of ego. This person could have been dealing with a lot of immaturity. So they were meant to meet somebody that they aligned with so perfectly. That when this person, because the Queen of Swords is somebody, of course, she's part of the four queens that make up the Empress, right? But this part of the Empress, the Queen of Swords, is the part that doesn't take bullshit. She can see straight through lies. She's discerning. She uses wisdom to make her decisions. She's very good at laying boundaries. This part of the Empress was like, listen, see, the thing is, I don't compete for people. I'm an Empress. Why would I compete for a man? I don't compete for anybody, not for a woman either. If you wanted me, great. But if you don't, I'm going to go. And the thing is, she's confident that this is, if somebody is treating her like this is not her person. That's what she's confident about. So she walks away. The whole time it is their person, but they're not ready for her. And so if she had held on, they would have continued. It would have enabled this behavior. She had to let go. She had to believe this is not my person, and she walks away. Because it's through that loss that they realize, oh my God, this is my person. What did I do? But until everything happens for a reason, they had to go through this type of loss, through this type of mourning, for them to realize their behavior was misaligned with what they were trying to ask the universe for. Because maybe they had asked the universe for an Empress. The universe said, okay, we'll see if you're worthy of her, if you can keep her. I'll give her to you. But can you hold that connection? Nine of Cups. Oh, man. Ace of Wands. So not only did they feel a lot of emotion for her, but she made that dick hard. Mm-hmm. She was like a wish come true. The thing is, because this person wasn't ready for her, all they're going to feel is like it's too good to be true, because they're not ready for her. There's nothing wrong with her. They're just not ready. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see. Clarify Nine of Cups. Look at that. I can't. Seven of Swords, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords. With the Three of Wands. Yeah, they weren't ready. This was the type of person, Nine of Cups, they were very indulgent. See, this person is sitting here surrounded by wine, smoking their, what is it, their hookah, have a platter of fruit here. I imagine he's over here watching dancers and he's focused on his dick. This is not somebody who knows how to take responsibility. This is somebody who's just enjoying their life. They don't. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that, but they wanted an empress. And the universe is like, you won't be able to keep an empress if you're in this energy. Only an emperor can keep an empress. Right now, you're somebody who's 3 of Cups. They're always looking elsewhere. They're always grass is greener on the other side of the fence type syndrome. 7 of Swords, they're not honest. This is somebody who lies, manipulates possibly, maybe gaslights somebody, maybe is sneaky. 2 of Wands, like they're always, this is Aries Mars, so they like conquering people. They like the chase. But once they chase somebody and they have them, they're like, boring, next. This is something that they did constantly. You see the division of 5 swords here and 3 swords here? They would sabotage, break hearts, break their own heart. And it was like this little vicious cycle that kept happening. So somebody like this is definitely not going to be able to hold a connection with an empress. But they swore up and down they could. And they didn't. Look at that. Again, they show up as a page of cups. With the moon. See, this is what's really interesting. This person couldn't see themselves. They believed themselves to be a King of Pentacles. This is who they believe themselves to be. But the moon is about what we cannot see, what we can't see clearly. They believe they deserve the Empress. But who were they really? A Page of Cups. Do you really think a page who is a messenger can hold a connection with an Empress? No, not at all. Clarify the Page of Cups. Again, 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. So they believe themselves to be somebody that's totally into commitment. They believe that they are, stable. They are abundant. And so they deserve an Empress. But the Empress, Queen of Swords, can see straight through their bullshit. And this is what she sees. She sees a Knight of Wands. She sees a fuckboy. She sees somebody who's emotionally immature. Because the thing is, everybody wants an Empress. That doesn't mean that they can match with an Empress. So again, 7 of Swords is somebody who would play with emotions, manipulate. They'd always be looking out, see what else is out there. 6 of Cups, they might have bonded with a lot of people, might have, they would never really let go of people. 6 of Cups is like they might have held on to all of their exes, and they're like, oh, we're just friends. But in reality, no, they liked having those connections. They never severed any of those connections. 3 of Cups, and they put her in competition with someone else. Why? Because they were immature. Another Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who is very driven by, how to put this, by what people value when we're really immature, right? So this might have been somebody who drove expensive cars, wore expensive clothes, but because of the name brand, not because they actually like quality, but because they like showing off, look what I can drive, look what I wear, look what type of watch I've got, look what type of bitch is on my arm. They didn't really respect a woman herself. They respected what type of, or a man, doesn't really matter because it's not about gender. It's about what type of status that person brought to them by who they had on their arm. So of course this connection was going to end. Of course they were going to end up rejected, because an Empress would not tolerate any of this. And that might have also been a tower for them. They might have been surprised because in their mind, the Empress was about abundance, prosperity. And she's like, yeah, it's more than that, though. I need integrity. I need loyalty. I need somebody who, Knight of Pentacles, somebody who can be there for the long haul. She's trying to build an empire. Five of Wands. So this created some sort of, I'm getting like cognitive dissonance with this. Because she challenged their mentality. She challenged who they believe themselves to be. And it might have taken them a while to realize that they weren't as stable as they thought they were. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. One more. Or 20 more, I don't know. Nine of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. The Hanged Man. Ace of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Damn. Wow. Okay. So they had a little bit of a falling out with this Empress. Because 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, she told them exactly what she thought about them. I don't think she said it because, again, the Empress is all 4 queens, right? So she's going to act with class. She's not going to be somebody who's like, oh, I just had to pop off. No, that's not who she is. She's going to say, as much as you want commitment, and that's commendable, I just don't think you're ready for it. And of course, they're going to have because they're like, who do you think you are telling me who I am? But she did. She had no problem telling them who she thought they were. And that weighed on them. Everything she said, it cut them. Oh, look at that. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. It really cut them. Wow. All 5s are here. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. It cut them deeply. Everything she said, they held on to that. They walked away from her, right? Because I think they got angry. They were really offended. They were really hurt. Like, wow, she thinks of me so negatively. How dare she? What? I'm a good person, that type of thing. Page of Swords, at some point, though, they started being a little bit more objective of everything she said. They started examining it. Like, could there be a nugget of truth in what she said? 9 of Cups. They start realizing, maybe I do enjoy my comforts. And maybe I do rely on the people around me to tell me what I should value. And maybe I hold on to material things too much. How do I get past that? At some point, they finally got to the point where they're like, look, I want to see things from a different perspective. I want to see things from a more mature perspective. And then they got clarity. But through that clarity came the realization that they actually had built some sort of prison for themselves. Maybe they were the type of person that gave to so many people that they had built this kind of community of people surrounding them because they were always giving. And so everybody around them was like, give, give, give. But they would tell them what they wanted to hear, and they would never really help them grow. And for them to grow, they would need to break out of this entire community they had built for themselves. And that's not an easy feat. That's why they're standing here a little bit more mature than a page now, but they're still not taking action because they saw what needs to be addressed, but addressing it is going to be a little bit more complex. Oh, I need to cut down the clarifiers. We're already at 34. Woof. 4 of Cups, yep. And that's why they got rejected. Page of Pentacles. So it's like things just started making sense, right? I'm starting to understand our connection. It started to make sense to them, like, okay, I can see why she pushed me away. I can see why I didn't realize what she was offering me was different. Clarify 4 of Cups. Clarify 4 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Guess what? An emperor is born, my loves. An emperor is born. That's what. This person was nowhere near being an emperor when they came to her. When they came to her, they were a Page of Pentacles. And although they did build a connection, because, an empress can build a connection with anybody. She's just like, yeah, but you're not my partner, though. You're not a partner. When you become a partner for me, then I'll look at you differently. And it led them on this journey of having to really look at themselves like, why would she say something like that to me? What? And then they start replaying. I'm sorry. So many things remind me of you. I think that they really started thinking about everything their connection entailed for them to understand, wow, I'm not really an emperor, am I? No, they were not. Let's see. What else? I think this story keeps kind of getting played. I'm not really sure why. Three of Wands. Maybe because transformation takes time. And it's highlighting all the different facets of transformation. But this person is putting in the work now. Because see, the Page of Swords, they had to really think about what she said. They had to really step out. Ooh, look at that. They had to really examine their ego. They had to step outside of themselves. They had to be objective. And they're realizing this is hard work. I didn't realize that this is even something I needed to work on. But now, instead of looking out over the horizon to see what's coming next, I feel like this is different. Now this is them looking to see if she'll ever return. Clarify Three of Wands. What's that song? I'm getting there's a song playing in my head. I don't know it well, but it's like wishing and hoping and hoping and wishing. that's what's playing in my head. That you'll fall into my arms. I do not judge my singing skills. I never said I was a singer. Yeah, because when they met her, they were a Page of Pentacles, right? Wanting to play off like they were an emperor. And she set them off on this little journey of, no, I'm sorry that I have to break this to you. You're not an emperor, sweetie. And I don't think she said it in those words, but she probably said something like, you want a certain caliber type of partner, but you're not willing to give that quality of communication or connection, or whatever it is that he was wanting to receive, but he didn't want to give. So with the Hermit, she sent him down this journey of self-discovery, of trying to understand why she would say something like that. Because what they did get to know of her is that she's not somebody that says things lightly. When she says something, it's because she truly means it. So although it might have hurt their ego, it might have hurt their pride, it did put them into, maybe, is this who I am? Is this who I am? Oh yeah, look at that. Because they understood her words carry weight. She does not, this isn't somebody who's just going to get mad and start popping off and telling them all. No, she's going to be very calm, very clear, very classy, but very honest about the way she sees them and the way that they've behaved. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that gate. Through that gate lies a different version of life. Queen of Pentacles. So it's like now, remember, Three of Wands was them wishing and hoping she'd come straight into their arms again, right? But they're realizing that to be able to access her, to be able to be on the same level as the Queen of Pentacles when it comes to commitment, she nurtures, she nourishes, but do they do the same? Can they match her? Clarify Ace of Pentacles. One more. We got to cut down on the clarifiers. Well, look at that. The Queen of Pentacles showed up with the Ace of Pentacles. She offers something very real, very tangible. But the World card, Saturn, she requires, you're not going to get somebody of her caliber just because you want her. You've got to do the work. And look what they show up with. Now that she challenged them, they show up with the King of Pentacles, also with an Ace of Pentacles. They're trusting that they can rise to the challenge, that they can match her, that they're not. Because here's the thing. I think a lot of people take that the wrong way, and they're like, oh, that's so unfair that I can't match somebody like that. But you are dishonoring somebody like this when you're trying to force yourself to be with them when you can't match them. And what I'm trying to say is, for example, let's say that you have I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say that you have this gorgeous pair of diamonds, right? And either, if you're masculine, they come in cufflinks. If you're a feminine, they come in earrings. Okay, let's just say it like that. Would you wear those diamonds everywhere with any outfit? No. They have to be worn at certain occasions, right? Because it's a special thing. If you treat those diamonds like they're common and you wear them all the time, you're not only going to damage them, you could lose them. It's not that they should be treated with care. Not one more, but what else? So an empress is a diamond, and he's trying to treat her like she's cubic zirconia. That's not going to work. The empress is going to be like, nope. Two of Cups. Look at that. The Five of Wands. So somebody who wants an empress or an emperor, but they're not willing to give that level of connection, they're dishonoring that person by treating them like they're just a common peasant. That's not what they are. Clarify Two of Cups. Oh my God, I'm over here saying we need to cut down on the clarifiers. And look at all these that came out. Ace of Cups, the Fool, Temperance, Three of Wands. So there's a couple of different ways this could go. On one hand, when they did get upset, because they did, right? They did get upset. And they were like, I can imagine that through their head went a few things like, well, fuck this bitch. Things like that, because they thought, well, she's just feeling high and mighty. That's what. She thinks she's better than everybody. She is, but I'm just kidding. It's not that. It's that she's done a lot of work. She's refined herself. So imagine that we're all little chunks of gold, right? But some of us are still in our raw form. She's done the work. She's put herself through intense heat to be clearing out the impurities. So of course there's different quality of gold, and she's of the highest kind. She's of the purest kind. You can't treat her like she's just a chunk of ore. So I think when they got really upset initially, they might have tried, they were still in the Nine of Cups mode. They might have tried going out, finding other people to connect with, finding other people to match with. And you know what they realized? They couldn't find a lot that matched her. They did not find a lot of people worth investing in. And they realized, no, you know what? I treated her like she was just any other woman or any other man. In reality, they're not. They're special. And this realization is what is like, okay, not only am I understanding our connection, but I'm determined that we're going to be together again. So now it's her that they want to come back together with. It's her that they're waiting for. Her that they're trying to, and again, I say her, but I mean the feminine. I'm not saying gender. I know I keep saying woman, but I'm like, I don't mean it gender-wise. I mean like feminine energy. All right, what else? This might take forever to upload. Oh yeah, the Empress, the Queen of Wands. Because again, the Empress is all for queens. So yes, she may have the sweetness of the Queen of Cups. She may have the nurturing energy of the Queen of Pentacles. But she has the boundaries of the Queen of Swords. And she has the confidence and the power of the Queen of Wands. So they might have only felt the softness of her and thought like, oh, she's, she's cute, she's sweet. They did not see the boundaries and the power until she walked away. If she had not, because this is for a lot of feminines that think like they have to keep giving to their masculine. If she had not set boundaries, if she had not walked away, she would have been just like any other person. She would have been like a lot of other women. The difference is that the Empress knows her value. So she will never take second-rate treatment from anybody, even if she loves that person. Clarify the Empress. So now this Nine of Cups changed. Now, the Nine of Cups is not about indulgence. The Nine of Cups is like she is the wish. She is the desire. Not only the wish, the desire, but they want to marry her. They want to make this official by any and all laws. They want to make sure she understands that they definitely do not see her as just any other person. Five of Pentacles. They don't want to be out of her presence, because she understands that her presence, that's why it's present, right? It's a gift. Present. I got that from Kung Fu Panda, by the way. But still, seriously. Her presence is a gift. Her presence is a blessing. And she removes her presence where she's treated with disdain, where she's treated with disrespect. She's going to remove that gift. Like, no. We're not going to do this. Because imagine this. Imagine that you get, somebody loans you a really nice dress or a really nice garment to wear, right? Whether it's a dress, whether it's a suit. And the person that loans it to you realizes that you're wearing this to work in the garden, or you're wearing this to tend to the animals at the farm. They'll be like, give that back to me. You don't know how to treat this well. This is quality. You don't just use it in the muck. That's what she did. She pulled back her presence, like, no. We're not going to be doing that. But it helped. It awoke the Emperor within her masculine, because he realizes he can't be treating her this way. Page of Wands. Now, he so far has shown up as a page. So this is why he's still in the phase of trying to match her, but not yet matching her. He shows up as, like the seed of the Emperor is there, but he's not a full-blown Emperor yet. Clarify Page of Wands. But now he's excited about matching her. Now he's like, well, same cards keep coming out. Now he's excited about being her match. Oh, I love this. Because with the Moon card, this is him understanding, okay, I need to do the work. Yep, literally, the work. I need to do the work. I need to look within me. What part of me is making me treat an Empress like she's just a common peasant? Why would I do that? Am I stupid? No, I'm not. So that must be what? Trauma? Inner work I have to do? So he starts examining himself. What part of him has treated her like she's disposable? What part of him is afraid? Is it of love? Is it of her? Is it of commitment? Like, he starts examining himself really, really deeply, which is good. That's how you get to Emperor status. Ooh, hold on. Six of Swords, and that's how you move forward. He starts his journey. Yes, the Fool. Very, very good. He started his inner journey. His inner growth. Clarify Six of Swords. I'm just going to do one because it's just, I feel like the cards are just repeating. Because ultimately, that's the whole point, right? She had to set boundaries. She had to draw a line in the sand and say, no. See, with me, I get treated with respect. I get treated with dignity. I'm not an option. People don't ever treat the Empress as an option. She's the one that people understand. This is partner material. This is somebody trying to build an empire. Why would I treat them like they're just a commoner? So this person, this Emperor, had to, well, we're going to call him an Emperor because that's what he's working to be, right? He had to see things from a very different perspective. But he's still in this mode, right? Because he's on a internal journey. We haven't seen him actually show up here as the Emperor. He wants to match her, but he can't yet. Emotionally, he already matches her. Emotionally, he already loves her. But love isn't enough, guys. Love is not enough. It needs to come with a lot of different things, like integrity, loyalty, honesty, devotion. Ooh, let's do one at a time. Again, another page. But you know what? At least he's improving. Eight of Cups. Okay. So remember when I said he built an entire community around him that kind of supported him, still being the page, still being the Nine of Cups? He's having to walk away from his community. Yeah. At one time, what made him really happy as a Page of Swords, now that he understands a lot more, now that he's awakening and he's seeing the reality of things, he's realizing that wasn't really helpful. That was actually very detrimental for him. And so he's having to really examine what he was doing there, why he was there, and having to detach from people, places. He might even break ties with family. Clarify Page of Swords. Yeah. Because he's having to examine, look at that. Death card. Yes, there's definitely endings happening in different connections because he's transforming. When you transform, you can't stay in the same environment because our environment is what makes us. I know that there's a big debate about nurture versus nature, but honestly, it's nurture that makes the nature. It just is. And in this case, he's realizing this. Okay, so I've had this set of beliefs because of the type of people I've been around. And if I want to change those beliefs, that means I need to change the people I'm around and what they're teaching me, what I'm investing in. Very good. Oof. Three of Cups. These could be his friends. Let's see. Clarify Three of Cups. I'm just going to do one because, again, I don't want this to be super long because it'll take 5 hours to upload. I think that he may have had friends also because, remember, it's a whole circle around him. Seven of Cups. He's starting to realize that there's a lot of things that he idealized. So let's say that there was a friend that, or friends that maybe they played on a baseball team together or soccer team or whatever type of sports team. And they grew up with these people. And so they have this really strong bond, right? But that means he idealizes them. That means that they can do no wrong, even if they need a lot of work on themselves. And finally, clarity has come through on this as well. He's realizing, maybe my friends aren't as great as I would like for them to be. And maybe they don't encourage really great things in me either. And it's going to hurt. That's why the Death card is there, because it's going to be mourning. But I think that he's breaking away from certain friendships, from certain social circles, because he wants to change. It's kind of like, look at that. Three of Swords. It's kind of the same thing as somebody who wants to stop smoking, but all of their friends smoke. All of their family smokes. Do you think that person's ever going to stop smoking? No. They have to get around a new circle. Not that they have to stop loving their family or stop loving their friends, but if they're trying to break a habit and they're surrounded by people who keep encouraging that habit, they're never going to stop. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's basically this person having to decide what's more valuable to me. The habits that I've continued up until now to nurture, or this Empress. My growth, me turning into an Emperor, is that more important to me? Clarify Three of Swords. I think so. I don't want to do all of these. I'm only going to take a couple because a whole bunch fell out. Five of Wands. Because remember, she challenged this person. She challenged them on drawing that line in the sand. Only a certain caliber, only a certain quality of person can come near me. And right now, I'm sorry, but you're not that quality. And she pushed him away. So this Five of Pentacles is him feeling left out, him feeling like she abandoned him. And maybe he did for a little bit go on this journey of self-pity, of hurt and blame, and how dare she's so mean. But it also sent him on a journey of self-discovery, because at some point his higher self kicked in and was like, but what she said, was she right though? Anything she said, was she possibly right? Because it challenged him. See, there's that Five of Pentacles again. It challenged him. He had to make a judgment on himself be objective and say, am I really the type of person, like if I was, if I had a daughter or if I had a son, would I allow them to date somebody like me? That started answering a lot of questions for them. So, Four of Swords, they did start moving forward, because I think with the Three of Swords, not only did it break their heart to lose her, but it's like, I feel like they're going to kind of go through a dark night of the soul, because their heart is broken because they lost their empress, right? But they're also about to lose a large circle of friends or family. But it's kind of like that same, the story called The Gift of Being Broken Open is the same thing. It's through going through a dark night of the soul that we become more compassionate, more loving, more understanding. So this is hurtful, but it's through going through this type of thing that we become better people. Kind of like understanding this is going to help him understand a lot of his childhood wounds, right? And we have a wound, like if we have somebody hit us with a bullet, but it went to the muscle, so we're like, oh, we're fine, it won't do nothing, but we just leave it there and we let it, we let it turn into a scar, and we just forget about that. Eventually that's going to cause more damage because we never actually removed what was going to harm us. In this case, this is what he's doing. It's going to hurt. It's going to be like reopening a wound that was already closed, but it's to take out that bullet, and it might hurt more because now there's infection, and it's going to turn into something really bad if he doesn't. It might hurt more when he's, taking that out. But that's how the healing starts. That's when the healing really starts, because now the obstruction was removed. You see what I'm saying? So this is a journey that's going to hurt a little bit more, but that's how the healing truly starts. Because honestly, anybody who lives in this type of lifestyle of indulgence is running from something. And now they're understanding that. Okay, what else? I talk a lot. Temperance. I love this. Strength. Oh, yeah. I literally just said that. I literally just said somebody who lives this type of lifestyle is running from something. So this person might have had addictions. Like maybe they drank a lot. Maybe they smoked a lot of weed. And here's the thing. I'm not sitting here bashing things like alcohol or weed. What I am saying is that when we overindulge in those things, that's when it gets unhealthy. And it could have been something even worse than that. So they're using temperance. They're stepping into their power. They're using self-control. They're using just pure raw strength to temper their habits. Clarify temperance. Look at that. Because that's how you turn into an emperor. An emperor is not somebody who is dominated by his desires. An emperor is not somebody who's dominated by wanting to drink, wanting to smoke, wanting to fuck, it doesn't matter what desire it is, the emperor would never be dominated by any of those. And the more they realize that, if you want to be an emperor, you can't be weak in those aspects. Six of Wands. Honestly, though, it makes them start feeling really good about themselves. Because that's the thing. When we allow habits like that to form, it causes us to look down on ourselves. And we don't even realize it until we realize how proud we are when we can leave those habits behind. This is why people get really vocal when they start losing weight, when they stop smoking, when they stop drinking. They're like, guys, a whole month of not doing this, a whole month. Like they start getting really vocal because it creates a really strong sense of pride in themselves, satisfaction in themselves. So it's like helping him get in touch with his emotions, because that's the thing. All of whatever it was he was doing, it was to push away heartbreak, previous pain, previous loss. And it might hurt to get in touch with his emotions, but it helps him realize what is it he's running from, because that's what he didn't want to touch on before. Very good. Six of Pentacles. You know what else this person is going to be more tempered with? Two of Swords. Remember when I said they had a whole community of people around them? I feel like this community of people that they had around them was people who like to take from this person. So let's say that this person is wealthy on some level, because I feel like they might have been, which is why they had such a big ego, right? They might have been really wealthy, or might be still. And that's why the people around them, they're yes men, because they like the generosity that this person gives. So they're not going to say no to this person because they don't genuinely, authentically, build a bond. They're building a bond based on what this person gives them, based on what they can get from this person. So they're going to, oh yeah, whatever you say is right. That's right. Because they just want to make sure they stay in his good graces. So of course, this empress coming in and saying, no, I don't know that you know how to do commitment. I don't know that you know how to do honesty, loyalty, all the things that she started pointing out. That's why it was so shocking to them, because they're like, I have all my friends who love me. They would have told me that already, But then the more they realized, wait, these people value me because of what I give them. They're not actually honest with me. And before, he was in denial of this. He did not want to realize, he didn't want to accept it. Somehow, Hanged Man, this truth came through. And I think that must have been really shocking and hurtful for him too. Because if you think that your friends love you and then you realize this whole time, they don't. They're just trying to see what they get out of you. Genuine, authentic friends call us out on our bullshit. Clarify 6 of Pentacles. Look at that. So remember when I said there's something else he's going to temper. He's going to stop giving. It's almost like, there's some habits, people can kick these habits by going cold turkey, right? So he's going to go cold turkey on this because he's going to see who sticks around even when he stops giving. Who is it that genuinely and authentically cares for him? So he may act like, maybe not act, but he may do something like put some sort of limit on his level of withdrawal. So maybe when he goes out with friends, he's like, oh, you know what? I can only withdraw this amount today. That's my limit. There's going to be things that he completely cuts back on. He's going to temper this generosity, the fact that he used to be giving. Because the thing is, this also fed his ego. He felt like, Peter Pan, no, maybe not Peter Pan. I don't know why I said Peter Pan. Well, the never, not wanting to grow up syndrome. But he felt like Robin Hood is what I was going to say. But it was like, the hero. He felt like, oh my God, every time I walk in, people love me. But it's because he gave them shit. And he loved the accolades. He loved people kissing his ass. And I'm sorry, I'm being a little harsh, but I'm being realistic. So he starts realizing that. He's like, okay, so would people still love me if I stopped giving? Would people still love me by just who I am? And if they don't, then why were they so open with it before? So there's a lot, because 10 of Cups here, this is an illusion. That's why there's like rainbows, there can be little unicorns and sparkly cupcakes, but it's an illusion. It's a fantasy. It's not real. And I think that he's realizing he might have been living an illusion for a long time. So let's go ahead and do the last card. 6 of Cups with the High Priestess. So here's what's interesting. The Empress saw the potential in this person. Her intuition recognized a soulmate. But he was a page when she met him. So she was like, I've got to move on, because if I stick around, this person is going to destroy me. She had to walk away. That doesn't mean she didn't feel the connection. She knew what they could have become if they put in the work, but she couldn't sit there waiting, because for all she knows, this is a test. She's got to keep going. If they are her match, they will match her. And if they are not her match, then this is a test for her, and she had to let go. Clarify 6 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles, a Temperance. So she's going to She's also going to do the Two of Swords thing, but in a very different way. She's going to do the Two of Swords things where she's going to hope and pray that they turn into the best version of themselves. But meanwhile, she's going to stay away. She's not going to be investing energy into them, because this is something that they have to do on their own. She can't be the one doing it, because otherwise she turns into their crutch. An emperor would never need anyone else to help him turn into the emperor. That's something he's naturally born with. He needs himself. He might need guides or mentors, but if she turns into the person that guides him, then he's using her as a crutch. And he has to be her equal, both in the 5D as the 3D. She's turned up as the Empress in the 3D. And the High Priestess is the Divine Feminine in the 5D. Right now, he has not shown up as her match. He wants to be. He wants to be her match, but he's not. So she's going to have to pull back. She's going to have to keep to herself and let him do the work. Then they can come together. But just because she sees the potential in somebody, that doesn't mean that that's who they are. A lot of people waste their potential, and she knows that too. So her intuition is just going to observe. Move away and observe. And if they are her partner, they will match her. Okay? So if he truly feels this, she'll know through his actions. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to your feedback. Bye-bye. Please make sure to react, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.